Welcome to episode 2 of How Female Athletics is Impacted by Youth Sports. Today, we are doing a spotlight on Alyssa Cruz, the athletic director at Julia Morgan's School for Girls in Oakland, California. Alyssa wasn't able to join us today, but we chatted a few weeks ago and had such an impactful time that I wanted to share a bit about her and what she does as a former coach and now athletic director. Alyssa is a St. Mary's alum herself and actually worked closely with Professor Claire Williams about 8 years ago when she attended SMC. Cruz has always been an advocate and a role model in sport. When she was in college here, she played as one of the 2 girls on the intramural basketball league year after year. I related to Alyssa a lot because she was saying how when she was growing up, she was surrounded by many brothers, and playing in co-ed leagues or with boys was never really an issue. If anything, it was the boys that were more intimidated and apprehensive. Alyssa and I talked about how she has had experience coaching both boys and girls, and she was telling me a story about a few years ago when she was teaching at a co-ed school. This young boy was making comments about how girls can't play basketball. Cruz challenged him then and there to play one-on-one at lunchtime. The kid looked scared and then never showed up to play. What a funny story, and the things you see when you're coaching. So yeah, it's important to talk about activity gaps in youth sports. Research shows that oftentimes the older a female gets, the less likely she is to continue or pick up sports. This is due to many things, but Alyssa highlights a few, saying that girls end up lacking confidence in themselves and their ability to perform athletically, especially when competing with a boy. This takes away from the young girl's ability to build those foundational skills, and then girls are more likely to lean into movements that are more creative, such as gymnastics, theater, or dance. Youth sports really shouldn't be about this competitive nature and wanting to be the best. It should be about fun and everyone learning their foundations, not about who can perform better. Boys are also known to make comments to younger girls, such as how she can't pass the ball hard enough, and this belittles the girls and once again makes them doubt their abilities. Alyssa and I talked about how now working at an all-girls school such as Julia Morgan, she's able to better advocate for the young girls in sport. And we went over how sports teach social, emotional skills that you cannot learn from a textbook, such as leadership skills, learning how to lose, and good communication. It also prepares students academically because getting kids active in the day has been proven to show that it increases readiness to learn, and it gives an outlet to all the energy. Sports teach things like personal responsibility and resilience, and these are so important as a student. Alyssa reflected on the atmosphere at Julia Morgan and how it allows the girls to be able to build the confidence and the understanding of one's own body as they're growing. So all girls schools really are a positive factor in youth sports and girls' participation in them. When we talked about micro changes that Alyssa would like to see done in our world, she was passionate about getting rid of the stigma that women's sports are less than men's sports. She said that we have to watch women's sports, volunteer to be a part of women's sports, such as having female coaches rather than male coaches for young girls' teams. And this gives the girls role models and the confidence that they too can be a part of something, such as sports. Cruz told me that equal pay for athletes and better TV representation are 2 large-scale changes that can be done to increase female athletes' place in the world. Alyssa Cruz is a wonderful example of a great female athlete and a coach to young girls. It is important for youth athletes to have positive role models and true supporters of their abilities and futures. Thank you to all the youth sport coaches out there, especially those female coaches that are being role models to our young girls.